So good news for any American Express card holders. The Shop Small promo is coming back early for the summer of 2021. So rather than just happening at Christmas, which is going to happen again this year, we've got two chances to make a little bit extra cash and support small businesses at the same time. However, it is slightly different to what you might be used to. You'll earn less money back from this promo and you'll have to spend a little bit more. So what I'm going to do in this video is take you through some of those changes, explain exactly how it works, plus a few of my tricks to get more money from the Shop Small promo. Really maximize what you can. And if you haven't got an American Express credit card, but you want to take advantage of this, I'll share some of my top tips for getting your hands on one as well. So Shop Small, this is one of my favorite promos every year. You know me, I'm a money saving geek. I love getting the best deal if I can, particularly if it's on spending that I would be doing anyway. And Shop Small absolutely fits that criteria. How it normally works is 2 weeks ahead of Christmas, you can shop at participating retailers using your American Express credit card. And as long as you would normally spend 10 quid, you would get £5 credit. Now, it was capped at 10 different retailers per card. Per card is important. I will come back to that. But essentially, yeah, particularly with Christmas, if you're buying gifts for people, and it's not just shops, you could use it at bars and restaurants and museums and galleries and all sorts of random places. Spending that money that you would normally spend, you maybe making 50 quid back, which was a lovely extra bonus. This time it's going to happen, work a little bit differently, as I said. What's going to happen is the maximum that you will get back this time is capped at 25 quid. Rather than 10 different retailers, you can now only use it at 5 different shops. So that's disappointing in a way, because obviously you'll make less money back, but it also means you're less likely to support less, go to fewer shops. So that I think is a real shame. But you also have to spend 15 quid at those retailers to be eligible for that £5. So you're kind of losing it in two parts here. You're spending more money per retailer and you're getting that money back at fewer retailers. Now, I don't know whether this is just because they give us an extra Shop Small promo, and they're kind of making their budget stretch a little bit further by having to sort of change the rules. I don't know whether when Shop Small returns in December, we'll get these new rules, or whether it will go back to the old one. That's not been confirmed, but it has been confirmed it will return at Christmas. I don't know whether this is also a sort of a follow-up to the recently announced cuts to American Express's Platinum Cashback card rates. Could this just be generally when Amex is giving us cashback or deals or promos that we are going to get less? Hard to say right now. I am going to do more updates on the cashback rate cuts, by the way, in my monthly credit card update video. So do hit subscribe so you don't miss that every time it comes out, because I think this is going to be an evolving story. I'm not going to rush into a new video right now about the best Amex, simply because I think that we might see other cuts along the road. But again, one to keep an eye on. So I don't know why they're doing this, but it is a shame, particularly with the Shop Small promo, that we won't get as much money and we will support fewer retailers. But it's still a good deal. I still think it's one that we should take advantage of if we've got American Express credit cards. For a start, we are getting some money back, some free money. And if, again, shops you're normally going to, bars you normally go to, restaurants you normally go to, whatever it is, then you're winning, right? You're getting some money back. Just not as much as before, but you're still getting money back. Secondly, that money that you get back, that's funded by American Express themselves, right? The retailer is still getting all the money you give them, and particularly based on the difficulties they've had over the last year, it's really, really important. It'd be really useful for them just to get a few more people in the shops, in the bars, in the restaurants, whatever it might be, spending some money. And of course, with that increased amount of money, in order to be eligible for the offer, it could mean some people will spend more cash. But again, just reiterate it again, you really should be spending this on money, on things you will be buying anyway, money you will be spending anyway. So yes, it's disappointing, but I still think it's worth taking advantage of. So how do you do that? Well, obviously you need an American Express credit card. And if you have one of these, you are eligible, because this offer will be across the board on any of the different Amexes. So good news there. If you don't have an American Express credit card, very quickly, I'll take you through what you need to do to get one. You have got time to get one before this offer starts. Should quickly add, obviously, offer runs this year from the 5th of June until the 25th of June. So it's on for 3 weeks rather than the usual 2. And you've got time, I would say, now to get one of those cards. And they normally come through quite quickly once you've applied. There are lots of different cards available, lots of great incentives, lots of promos to kind of make some cards stand out over others. So for example, if you've never had an American Express credit card, or actually I should say if you've not had an American Express reward or cashback credit card in the last 24 months, the last 2 years, then you're eligible for a welcome bonus. And these vary again depending on the card. The American Express Preferred Rewards Gold credit card, you can get up to £186 worth of Nectar points from the first £3,000 you spend in the first 3 months, but you have to spend £3,000 in that 3 months. The next level down, the Platinum Cashback credit card, well, you can get up to 125 quid on the first £2,500 that you spend in the first 3 months, but you can spend less than £2,500 in that entry period and still get an extra boosted promo in the first few weeks. So there's definitely pros and cons for different ones. So have a look at those. Again, loads of videos, loads of articles on those, and I will link to those in the notes below. But possibly the most important thing that you need to do when you apply for any credit card, not just one of these reward cards, and I say this every time, I'll reiterate it again now, is make sure you check your eligibility first. Now you can do that directly on the Amex website. They'll let you get an idea of whether you're going to get that card or not. But you could also go to a comparison site and they will give you hopefully a rundown of your chances across all the different cards. That might help you make it a bit quicker for you and help you make a choice between which card you want to go for. But you apply, hopefully accepted for that card, get it in the post, or you've already got your cards. What you need to do then is activate the offer. You need to add Shop Small to your card. Now this is going to appear in the offers tab of your app or online banking from Monday the 17th of May. It will appear, tap onto it, add it to your card, and once you've done that, it means that when you go to the participating retailers and you spend at least 15 quid, you'll get that £5 credit automatically added to your card. Now, there are some ways that you can also boost this a little bit as well. One of them is to have more than one American Express card. There's no reason why you can't have multiple ones of these different cards, and actually it can be quite handy because the promos that you see appearing in that offers tab can vary depending on the type of card that you have. So again, open up potentially another one of these cards, and then you've got 2 cards that you can take advantage of. And remember I said at the beginning, it's capped at £25 per card, 5 different individual retailers per card. If you've got it offering running on 2 different accounts, 2 different cards, well then you can double it. So you can use it at 10 different retailers, or you could use it at 5 retailers twice, and you'll be getting 50 quid back rather than 25 quid. Again, if you had a 3rd card, a 4th card, obviously you could keep doing that, but obviously I wouldn't now start rushing and applying for lots of different credit cards right now, because that will obviously have an impact on your credit report and your credit score. So maybe it's adding an extra one on if you do that. Bear in mind, obviously, if you've already got one, you won't get that welcome bonus again. And just make sure you check things like fees and other terms and conditions that come with your extra Amexes if you get them. And you can increase this again. You can multiply again how many eligible cards you've got for Shop Small if you've got someone who you are happy to give a supplementary card to. Now, a supplementary card is basically someone, generally, let's face it, it's going to be your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, maybe another family member, but you absolutely have to trust them because they will get a credit card, an American Express credit card, in with their name on it for them to spend as they wish, right? Still in your name, you still pay the bill. Any kind of defaults or extra charges are still going to come back to you. So it's really, really important to say that this is with someone that you absolutely trust and know isn't going to take advantage of you. But if you get a supplementary card for them, well, they can also go in and add on the Shop Small promo to that card and again, use that again. So if you've only got one Amex, but you get a supplementary card, that's 2 cards. If you've got 2 Amexes and 2 supplementary cards, well, then that is 4 cards you can take advantage of the promo on. So it's well worth doing that in the coming weeks before the promo actually starts. So do all that, activate the card, ready to go. How do you actually find the participating retailers? Really, really easy. The American Express Shop Small website has a map. You put your postcode in, it brings up a few different retailers. Now, a few little tips here to help you as well. Make sure you hit the filter, you check the filter that the Shop Small promo is ticked, because you don't want to think that something that's listed there is taking part in Shop Small when it's not. But if it is taking part, a little Shop Small logo will appear in the listing. So again, that'll help you know. And like I said before, so many different retailers on there. You can filter again by the type of businesses it is as well. Entertainment, shop, all sorts of different things like that, services. And this is where you'll find that it's not just, as I say, your normal shops, but your pubs, your restaurants, your cafes, your off licenses, museums, galleries. Don't forget places like that have their own shops attached as well. You might find your dentist on there. You might find your hairdresser on there. It's crazy. So many different retailers could be on there to help you, get that money back. And you can zoom in and out on the map as well if you want to try and help. If it's somewhere like London, particularly where there could be loads of different places taking part, you might want to sort of zoom in as well, because you are limited to 100 search results on the map area. Now, obviously, then you know where you're going. You go to the retailer. A couple of times, I want to warn you about this. I have had it a couple of times in the past where it happened in restaurants actually, that I've sat down, had my meal, gone to pay, and they said, I don't take American Express, even though they're listed on the app. Now, if this does happen, obviously, you're probably going to have a backup card with you anyway. So long as you've got enough something else, alternative payment method, you'll be fine. Embarrassing, yes. Annoying, yes. But get in touch with American Express. Customer service is always great with them. Get on the phone to them, explain what's happened, and they will look at the map. And if that retailer is listed on the map, and you might have to prove that you did go to pay with a different card, they will add that £5 credit to your account. That's what happened to me over the last, 5, 6 years, 7 years that I've been doing this. It's happened a couple of times, and they've added that on to my account. Also, a couple of times I've had retailers who are taking part, even had the Shop Small logo in their window, and that credit hasn't applied to my card. Now, with this one, you have to wait a little bit longer. You have to, I think it's 12 weeks, just check the terms and conditions on this. But if it hasn't appeared within that time, again, phone them up and they will investigate again, and they will see whether or not it's on the list. It's on the list because you've done your research, you know that, and they will then check through your account, see that you have paid that money to that retailer within the time of the Shop Small promo, and they'll add that credit onto your account. Again, hasn't happened very often, but it is well worth, just keeping an eye out for this. So there you go. So that's how it's going to work. That's how to take advantage of it, how to maybe double, triple, quadruple the amount of times you can take advantage of this promo. More information about all of this over on the blog, becleverwithyourcash.com. So do click over there to check out what's going on. And if you found this useful, if you think you're going to make some money on this, please do hit the like button and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about the cut to Shop Small, the changes. Are you still going to be using it? My name is Andy Webb. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. And here are a couple more videos you might find interesting.